Le Vatican est le foyer de la religion catholique, dont les fidèles représentent 1/6 de la population mondiale. C'est une institution particulièrement ancienne et puissante. Selon de récentes révélations, le Saint-Siège aurait participé à une vaste campagne visant à dissimuler l'existence des ovnis.
L'Église se prépare à admettre l'existence d'une vie extraterrestre et à l'inclure dans la création.
Hi, this is Tom Horn. I'm here with my good friend Chris Putnam. We are at the base of Mount Graham, and we are on our way to the Vatican's Astronomical Technology Telescope.
So the Lucifer instrument is actually an instrument they use to gather infrared light. This first station is an instrument called Lucifer.
This is the sort of device they use in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence.
We may never discover the famous alien ET, but it may surprise a lot of you. It did certainly surprise a lot of us. The Vatican is looking to the heavens for signs of life.
Yes, David. 400 years after the church locked up Galileo for challenging the view that the Earth was the center of the universe, the Catholic Church is exploring if life exists elsewhere in the universe. And astronomers, physicists, and priests are in Rome this week to debate the age-old question, if we are, or are we really alone?
Ce n'est pas le titre d'un film, mais le dernier couple envisageable, en tout cas pour le Vatican. Le directeur de l'Observatoire du Saint-Siège envisage même l'existence d'une planète habitée par des êtres qui n'auraient pas commis, je cite, le péché originel.
José Funes, le directeur de l'Observatoire de Castel Gandolfo, a confirmé l'existence probable d'une intelligence exoplanétaire.
L'univers est si grand, si vaste. Il contient des centaines de milliards de galaxies. Chacune compte 100 millions d'étoiles. La plupart ont certainement des planètes en orbite. Il est donc possible que la vie ait pu évoluer ailleurs.
C'est l'astronome en chef du Centre d'observation du Vatican, autant dire un scientifique de haut niveau, qui évoque l'existence possible des extraterrestres. Un père jésuite à l'ouverture d'esprit évidente, qui se plaît à imaginer un père créateur à l'esprit lui aussi suffisamment large pour concevoir dans sa création 2, voire même plus d'espèces vivantes, douées d'intelligence et qui pourraient vivre à des années-lumière les unes des autres, pourquoi pas. Une ou plusieurs autres espèces qui pourraient du même coup avoir échappé au péché originel, puisque n'étant pas de la lignée ni d'Adam ni d'Ève. Et le père jésuite va ajouter, par sécurité, si ces extraterrestres ont commis eux aussi le péché originel, alors Jésus-Christ serait venu au monde pour obtenir leur rédemption à eux aussi. Et voilà, le tour est joué, l'inimaginable est religieusement récupéré.
The question that I have, what have you uncovered from records in the Vatican about aliens? I mean, it blows my mind that they're even researching such a subject as this.
Well, the records in the Vatican go back centuries. Actually, I wrote 2 chapters of history concerning the Vatican's interest in extraterrestrials. They have a whole theology developed around what they call the principle of plenitude, meaning anything that God could do, he would do. So they consider the existence of aliens an inevitable consequence of God's omnipotence.
Now, you've actually researched with Vatican astronomers. What did they tell you?
We also got access to top astronomers that work in Rome, including an astronomer by the name of Guy Cosmonalgo. He's one of the top astronomers for the Vatican.
What was the major thing you got from that interview with him?
Oh, well, 2 major things. One, he says without apology that very soon the nations of the world are going to look to the aliens for their salvation. And then gave us documents which are not available to the public that outline what much of the inner thinking of the highest level theologians and astronomers at the Vatican believe now, including the idea that Jesus might be the son of a star child. Now, when we ask him what is a star child, right, they're talking about an alien intelligence from another world, and that the birth of Jesus Christ, the virgin birth, was in fact comparable to an abduction scenario in which these aliens used the Virgin Mary to create Jesus. And this is one of the ways in which they're combining the idea that we are soon to be visited by an alien savior from another world.
Novembre 2009. L'Académie pontificale des sciences tient alors une conférence réunissant une trentaine de scientifiques et responsables religieux à Rome. Le sujet, la vie sur les autres planètes, ses possibilités et ses conséquences.
Not only are they studying it, Corrado Balducci, who was the spokesman for the Vatican, he was their official mouthpiece concerning the alien presence, not just the reality of aliens on other worlds, but an alien presence that is here on Earth now. You can go to YouTube and watch his shows on Italian television when he spoke for the church.
Padre Balducci, allora, lei che cosa risponderebbe a quanti sostengono che gli alieni sono già fra di noi?
Non si può più pensare è vero, non è vero, sono veri o sono falsità, ci si crede o non ci si crede, no. Oramai ci sono varie considerazioni che fanno dire con certezza che l'esistenza di questi esseri c'è, non si può dubitare.
The church was using its embassies around the world to compile information, a case study, if you will, on what the aliens are doing on Earth now. So the belief system is deep, regardless of what you or I might make out of it. And I got to tell you, especially when it comes to alien abduction, I am convinced that we are talking about demonic activity, not intelligences from another world, maybe from another dimension. What they're saying to us now is it's going to affect Christian belief. There is a professor for the Pope's University in Rome, and he is a very highly respected intellectual. His last name is Tanzaniti, and he has written a paper now in which he is saying that very soon, not right in the beginning, we won't have to deny our Christian faith in the beginning. But there is information coming from another world, and once it is confirmed, it is going to require a rereading of the gospel as we know it. And that's the kind of information that we are receiving from the highest levels of Vatican intelligentsia.
Je pense qu'on découvrira peut-être de notre vivant la présence d'une vie sur Mars, ou en tout cas d'une vie passée. Et à ce moment-là, le pape sera bien obligé d'inclure la vie extraterrestre à la création.
Si ces théories se révèlent exactes, le Vatican pourrait bientôt présider à la destinée non plus seulement de l'Église catholique, mais d'un monde nouveau où coexisteraient les hommes et les extraterrestres.